The big moment has finally arrived because my replacement bearings showed up in the mail. They're different sizes, and one goes in each one of these cups here. Now, they are supposed to be extended race bearings, but I got regular bearings instead. That's simply because they're cheaper, more readily available. What is an extended race bearing? This center part sticks out a little bit. It's proud. And the part that's proud is supposed to face in both directions. The one on the right is the old one. And if you look closely, even though it was smashed when I removed it, you can see that it's proud a little bit there. Okay, so how do we get around this problem? Well, I just used some questionable machining practices to make a couple of washers, and they fit such that they only touch the center bit and they don't touch the outside ring. In preparation, these housings are loose fit, they're bolted from underneath. I'll tighten them up after the assembly is put in. And notice the inside surfaces are anti-seized. This block of metal is hot to the touch, and we'll use it to warm up the bearings. That will make them easier to get on. After a couple minutes, these will be nice and warm. Not hot, just warm. This is ice cold because it's been in the freezer 12 hours or so. This is just a regular old bar clamp, and it has a couple of blocks of plywood on it. This will be our bearing press. But before pressing the bearings into place, I want to apply some anti-seize on both ends, just so the bearings don't end up fused on there forever. A lot of what you're seeing here is frozen condensation, but I was able to get this piece really clean. There's no rust on it. Bearings are still warming up. Make sure the right washer goes in each place. Small bearing here. Big warm bearing here. And a piece of PVC pipe will press it in place. Do I have faith that PVC is strong enough? Absolutely. And away we go. Two bearings at the same time. Making sure my PVC is lined up on the race. So far, so good. This one's in all the way, which means I can take the PVC out. Which means I can take the PVC out. You were supposed to remind me to have both pieces of PVC ready. Oh boy. There it goes. No different from anything else that you try to prepare for. Always gremlins in the system. But that'll work, I think. Let's try it out. Just balancing it there, we can see that the bearing ends perfectly where the cups do. So now we just have to press them into that. I'm a fan of grease. Feel free to argue about it in the comments though. The pulley side also had a washer in it. Is it necessary? I don't know, but I'm putting it back in. There we go.
Okay, stop for a second. In case you haven't pulled your bearings apart yet, there's something about the housings that I want to tell you. Notice how the lower left one has a hole through it for the drive shaft, and the one to its upper right does not. This one on the upper right is not a solid part. There's really just a friction fit cap there that can be popped out. But that's not the important thing that I want to tell you. While I was taking this part off, I broke my gear puller. I was just about to give up when I gave it a burst of compressed air, and it popped the entire bearing right out. Try that first. Just be sure to put the palm of your hand over that end cap so it doesn't blow off like a bullet.
Oh yeah, these cups, this one and this one, I was supposed to heat them up on that warm piece of metal. But I'm warming up the old bearings instead. Okay, back to the clamp. I'll use a piece of plywood to protect this side, and I'll use the PVC on this side. And we want to protect Precious. Like a charm. Don't want to over tighten. It doesn't look like they go all the way in to where you would think they go.
Editor's note. Remember earlier how I had set the entire assembly up on top and just balanced it there? At that moment, you could see that the distance in between the bearings was the same as the distance from cup to cup. So that's the important thing to look for. Just make sure that the inside edge of the bearing aligns with the inside edge of the cup. If it's right on both sides, then you won't over tighten.
So let's be careful and see if I can get the bolt started. Success. Threaded right in. Now these can be tightened up. And we can finally move on to less stressful parts of this build. You're probably wondering what I'm doing with this logo. Stick around. Oh man, does that satisfy. Hopefully those bearings are good for another 80 years.